Tell me if you hear me. Testing, testing. You hear me there? I think I did off. Hey, good morning here from Cambridge. As you can see, first ball delivered there from Nick. Two opening batsmen for Cambridge Jaguar is Hamnaran Chatagun and Vijay Prashad. He's just there pushing that one to extra cover. Cambridge lost the toss and was asked to bat first. And you can hear me, right? It's in flashing. Okay. Yep. See a nice overcast condition here. Breeze is coming from northeast. This bowler takes Mark Ball to VJs. He's lifting that one straight over long off for a six. Score moves on to 14. 14 without loss in the first over. That's well bowled there by Nick. Just pushed back straight past the bowler there. Picked up by a short mid off. So after the first over, Cambridge Jaguars 14 without loss. Temperature today is gonna be just in the 20s. Yep. I, I see the new bowler Amir coming around the wicket to Hamnaran Chatagun. That's a wide delivery there. Sonata wide there. Score moves on to 14. 14 without loss. Uh, second over in action here. It's tucked away there. No run. Well fielded there. Oh, that one was lifted there. It's gone for 4 runs. It looks like 4 runs to Hemnaran Chatagun. Score moves on to 20. 20 without loss. Second over in bowling here by Amir. Oh, it's good delivery there. Good shot going on the front foot. Pushes it back to short mid wicket. Amir passes the ball to Chatagun and he's sweeping. So wide. So another wide here. It's flicked away again. It's running away towards the boundary there, and 4 runs. So Cambridge a good start here, like 25 without loss. Uh, the second over is still in progress. No, s- it's not good delivery there. 22. Oh, well, correction there. The score is 22 without loss. Once, oh, a chance there was dropped. So Chattagoon had put down there by Jaden at short extra cover position there. Scores at 22 without loss. Yes, please, thank you. And Nick will take up the bowling in his second over here. So Cambridge Jaguar with a solid start, 22 without loss. Third over in progress. And Vijay punches that one straight. Uh, Single there. Oh, good feeling there by Trevor. Nick passes the ball to Chattagoon. Chattagoon's flicking that one. It's good aggressive offer there from Vijay Prashad. So the bowler is bowling to a plant. Staying outside off stump. Oh, yes, let's try to hit that one there, inside edge onto a short mid-on position. So after the third over, Cambridge Jaguars 24 without loss. See new bowler taking up his position here. Just waiting to get the ball in there. It's wide. So Kevin coming in around the wicket to Hemner and Chattagoon. A full toss there is whipped away for six. That's it, chats. So the score is 31. Fourth over in progress. I think that's the second delivery there. Oh, it's 4 runs. So chance again went down. Oh, so another drop chance there. I'm Narayan Chadagun just riding his luck here today. So that one there is gone over mid wicket boundary for six. Yes. So the score moves on to 41 without loss. Fourth over in progress. So brilliant start here from Cambridge Jaguar. That's single A smart cricket from Narayan Chadagu and just tuck it in the short square leg for a quick single. So score moves on to 42 without loss. Full toss there, lifted straight over long off boundary for a six. Oh, missed out there. It's a wide delivery. Oh, so in the fourth over, Cambridge is 49 without loss. So a slide hole up in play. The umpire just make his way from all the way from Cambridge. So Samir will continue bowling here. He's gonna bowl the fifth over. Cambridge 49 without loss. Bowling to Narayan Chadagun. Passes the umpire boys. He lifted that one over the cow corner area for a six. So that's 50 guys, 50. Not shots, not shots. So scores 55 without loss. Cambridge is going fairly well here. Apex will have to, try to, bowl less boundary balls. That's, So Amir passes the umpire, bowls to Chatagoon, full toss wide outside off some there. Wide signal by the umpire. So I think the power play is still on. Only two fielders are allowed out. Oh, and that's gone. 4 runs. Passes the keeper. 4 runs. It's a bit chilly out here. Temperature is it's like feels like 10 right now with a cool breeze coming in. 4 byes. So Apex started on the rough side here. 2 drop chances, a couple misfield wide. Oh, that one is over wide again. Mhm. Oh, that one is push. This one whipped away. Six of them there. So Chattagoon is going all guns here. Score moves on to 68. You know, 68 in over, number 5 in progress. So Cambridge off the flyer here. Oh, that one is high up in the air there. Oh, and he drops. And he drops. So another chance there. Apex, not taking these chances. So, you know, Chats is just riding his luck here. Looking to get a big score here today. 3 chances. And that's 6 runs there from VJ Prashad. The score is 75 without loss. So 75 in over number 5. 75. I see the power play is finished. Change the field, so you have a long off, long on, square leg, mid wicket, out on the boundary, and a man in our cow corner area. So as we see, Trevor takes up the bowling here. I think the captain himself taking up the responsibility to get a breakthrough here. Hamner and Chad going to strike. So they're full toss. Miss there. So a ball there by Trevor. Just that's Chad just pushed it back straight to him.
So 7-9 without loss. Cambridge Jaguars, 6 overs in progress. And he comes in balls to Chattigoon and beautiful delivery. No run. As you would know, Cambridge Jaguars yet to beat Apex Predators in any one format of this game. 7-9 without loss. And that's a wide signal by umpire Muntaz Ali. Ball comes into bowl to Chattigoon. Smashed. And that's out to the park for 6. Score moves on to 86 without loss. Moves on to 86 without loss. At the crease, Vijay Prashad and the captain Hemnarayan Chattigoon. Ball comes into bowl to Chattigoon. And down the leg side. No run. Score remains to 80. That's end of the over. Somewhat chilly day today, but still good weather for cricket. And that's a wide. Score moves on to 87 in the 7th over. Now in progress. Comes in bowls to Vijay Prashad and oh, it drops him. Return catch. And he's dropped. So a lot of drop catches here by Apex. Bowler comes in to bowl to Vijay Prashad and straight down the ground, and it goes a brilliant piece of field in there. Score moves on to 88 without loss in the 7th over. Comes in for a good delivery. Chattigoon attempting a run, sent back by the non-striker Vijay Prashad. The score remains of 88 without loss. Over number 7 in progress. Down the ground, well fielded, a single there. Score moves on to 89 without loss. Come next, Richard Latif, Riaz Kadir, Tejram Nankishore, Ral Scott making his debut for Jaguars today. Big heaving assist by Vijay. Comes in bowls to Vijay and that should be a wide signal. Not a wide. Score remains at the 89. 89, 7 completed. 7 overs completed. So the score remains on 89 without loss. that should be signal a wide, and it's a wide. Score goes up to 90. That signals a wide. Another wide here. So 8 overs in progress. It's 91 without loss. Comes in bowls to Chataguna, and he's hitting this high in the air. This could be taken, and it's dropped at 6. Score moves on to 97 without loss. And 97 without loss in the 8th over. So Jaguars with a healthy run rate here. And that's straight 6 more. And that's 100 up. 103 in the 8th over. 103 without loss. Hemnarayan Chatagun, the skipper himself, and Vijay Prashad. So Jaguars would definitely be looking to get over 200 here. Comes into bowl to Chatagun. And smash down the ground, and he's out, caught. So Jaguars lose their first wicket, 103 for 1, with Hemnarayan Chatagun. Chatagun going there, caught at long off. Good innings from him, well played. As the new batsman would be Richard Latif. Latif playing his second game here for Jaguars. So it's 103 for 1 in the 8th over. Good batting from Hemnarayan Chatagun. And good century stand by the two openers here. 103. Vijay Prashad is still at the crease. Joined by Richard Latif and Riaz Kadir to come. Tejram Nankishore. Raul Scott, Leon Victor, Amit Arjun, Safraz Abjal, Imtiaz Abjal. So Jaguars batting very deep today. We'll look to make that 256 runs by Chatagun. Caught 103 for 1 in the 8th over. Smash, big hit by Latif. Score moves on to 109 for 1. Richard Latif hitting that one straight over long one. 6 runs. If you just joining us, Cambridge Jaguars, third game taking on Apex Predators. Jaguars yet to beat Predators, Apex Predators, in any format of this game over the years. Apex Predators looking to register their first win. Jaguars looking to maintain a number 4 position here, looking for 10 points. Huge 6 by Richard Latif. Comes into Latif again. Plays that down the ground, and that's 4. Score moves on to 113 for 1. It's straight across. It's it straight over the bowl ahead for 4. And that's a 6 more. Score moves to 119 for 1. 119 for one. And the ninth over, eight overs completed. Ninth is gonna start with Jaguars 119. Had a 103 opening stand between the captain Hemnarain Chatagoon and Vijay Japan. 56. So the ninth is going to start at 119. And that's a big hit. And that sails out for six more. Score moves on to 125 for one in the ninth. 125 for one in the ninth over. Comes into bowl to Vijay Prashad. And that's our next six. Score moves to 131 for one. 131 for one in the ninth over. Jaguars definitely be looking for a big score, 200 plus here. Ninth over here. Four deliveries remaining in the ninth over. And Jaguars 131 for one. And that's a big hit. And that's six more. Score moves on to 137 for one. And Vijay Prashad. Struck three huge sixes here. And that's six more. And score moves to 143. And that's four successive sixes. Ow. Feet outside the off stump. Good delivery. Held back at length a little bit, and Vijay going to hit that over long off. That's one delivery remaining here in the ninth. And playing beaten again. So after 9 overs, Jaguars 143 for one. And 143 for one. And the 10th over now is going to be in progress. Richard Latif, second game for Jaguars. Ball is going to come around the wicket. And that's pulled down to square leg for four. Score moves to 147. 147 for one. 10th in progress. 5 deliveries remaining here. Jaguars would look to put up the 150 in the 10 and then coming for a break, and definitely would attack in the last 10 with a solid batting lineup to come. Well, comes around the wicket to Latif, and that's pulled down to, and that should run away for four more. Score moves up, so the 150 is up. It's 151 for one. 151 for one, and Jaguars in the 10th. And that's signal a wide. 152. Well kept there by the keeper. Score moves on to 152 for 1 in 10 in progress. Played straight. And Latif just go through for a single there. Intelligent batting. Score moves on to 153 for 1. 10 overs. Cambridge Jaguars versus Apex Predators here at Hazy Park, Cambridge. That flicks down the leg side by Vijay Prashad for a single. Score moves to 154. 10 overs. Progress. Jaguars defending champions. Won the cup in 2023, 2024, defending it. Here. Flick downed it. And trapped there. Score moves to 155. Ten in progress. That's a big hit, and that's 6 more. Score moves to 161 for 1. And it's raining sixes here at the Hazy Park. A little chill as after 10 overs, Cambridge Jaguars 161 for 1, and we would be back with the last 10. we're gonna resume the last 10 overs with Jaguars 161 for one. Richard Latif with the crease and comes the ball to Latif and oh, beautiful delivery. So last 60 deliveries, Jaguars will be looking to accelerate here with 9 wickets in hand. Riaz Kadir to come next. Well-known aggressive batsman, and that's pulled down straight for a single to long on, and a 52 Vijay not out on 52. That score moves to 162 for one. Chatagun going for 56 out, caught, but now 103 for the first wicket. And Vijay's on 52 and plays down the leg side, and they're going to scamper a single there. The score moves on to 163. 163 for one. And that's yes. For one. Latif, Richard Latif. Smash straight down. And he gets a single. Moves to 164. Little chilly conditions today. Ball comes into Vijay Prashad and beaten outside the off stump. He remains on 53. The score remains 164 for one in the 11th over. Just completed 164 for one in 11. Over is going to start. He's going to come around the wicket to Richard. Goes to Latif and smash for six. Straight down. Long and score moves on to 170 in 12. .170 in 12. In progress, and little overcast conditions and windy, little chilly, still good weather for cricket. And that's a six more. It's raining sixes here at Hazy Park. 176 for one. Jaguars 176 for one in the 12th over. .12 over 176 for one. And 6 more. So 6 more. Score moves on to 182. 182 for one Jaguars in the 12th over. And they're there to retrieve. .182 for one in 12 overs. At the crease is Richard Latif and Vijay Prashad. Vijay Prashad is on 53 not out. Bowler comes into bowl to Richard, and he's and score moves on. Remains at 182. Six by Latif. Latif pulling that one straight over long arm. 12 in progress. Jaguars definitely will be looking for 250 plus at 188 for 1 in 12. With Riaz Kadir, Tejram Nankishore to come. Good delivery, well bowled, and just sneaked out by Latif for the score moves on to 189. End of the 12th over 189 for 1. 8 overs remaining. Definitely Jaguars looking for a huge total here. Thirteen over commence. He's gonna bowl to Richard and 6 more. 6 more. Score moves on to 195 in 13. 195 in 13. Making his debut today for Jaguars is Ral Scott, well-known aggressive batsman. And beaten down the leg side. Good delivery. Score moves on to 195 for 1. Over number 13. Oh, beaten outside the off stump. Very good delivery. You could see some pace in that. Kept low. Pushed off to the covers. Score remains 195. Over number 13. Earlier we had 103 put on between the captain Chattergoon and Vijay Prashad. Chattergoon up for 56. Vijay unbeaten on 53. And that's appeal for a cut behind. The foot by unmoved. Comes into bowl to Latif and forward defensive. And that's the end of the 13th over. So hey, 14th over now in progress, and ball him. Vijay Prashad going to hit that over long off, is completely deceived and ball, and he's bowled for 53. And the score now was 196 for 2. And 196 for 2. 196 for 2, and it's going to be Riaz Kadir who's going to take up the strike now. Good innings from Vijay Prashad, 53. So Latif is joined by Riaz Kadir. Latif 59 not out. Score 196 for 2. 196 for 2 over number 14 in progress, and wide. And that's a wide. Score moves to 197. And 197. Bowl to Latif, beaten outside the off stump there. Latif remains on 59, and score remains at 198 for 2. 198 for 2. And beaten again outside the off stump, and that's a wide. Score moves to 199. 199. And that signal a wide. The score moves to 200, so the 200 is up. 200 for 2. 200 for 2. And the 200 is up, and I think there's an issue there with Latif's bat, and he's asking for a new bat. Latif is asking for a new bat. Score 200 up. 200 for 2. So 14 in progress. Over 14 in progress. It's 200. Jaguars definitely looking to accelerate here. Overcast condition. Little chilly here. Big hit by Latif, and that's 6. Latif moves on to 64. And they scored 206. 206 for 2. Fourteen overs in progress, and that's it for another 6. A big hit by Latif, and that takes the score on to 212. Latif moves on to 70. Latif moves on to 70. So Latif moves on to 70 today with that big hit. Straight down the ground, straight down to long off for a single. Score moves to 213. And that's the end of the 14th over. 213 for 2. For 2. Over number 15. Straight down, Latif plays to long and gets a single, moves to 72. Score moves on to 214 over number 15. And Jaguars taking on Apex Predators 2025 CPSCL T20. Big hit by Riaz Kadir, and he opens that count with a 6, so the score moves on to 220 for 2. Over number 15. Jaguars looking very dominant here. 220. I think Ral Scott is going to come next, and Tejram Nankishore, Saij Abjal, Imtiaz Abjal. Kadir just flicking that one to find leg for a 6. Big 6. 220 in the 15th over. 220 for 2. 220 for 2. Beaten outside the off stump. Over number 15 in progress. 220. Jaguars would be looking to oppose at least 270, 275. Down the leg side by, and that's a wide. Score moves on to 221. And that's a big hit. That's 6 more from Riaz. Score moves to 227. 227 for 2. Over number 15 in progress here. Score remains on 227 for 2. Over number 15 in progress here. Comes into bowl to Kadir. Flicked. Wrist flick for 6 by Kadir. Oh, it's 4 runs. 4 runs. Score moves to 231. 231. Over number. So the start of the 16th over, Jaguars 231 for 2. Latif on 72 not out. And big hit. That's a 6. Score moves on to 237. Latif moves on to 78. And in the camp there's Imtiaz Ajmal, Raul Scott, Tejram Nankishore, Amit Arjun, Leon Victor to come. So 237 for 2. For number 16 in progress. Oh, that's in the air, and Latif goes. He's caught for 78. 237. That one came up on him. Amazing. And well played, Richard Latif. 78 caught. Scored now 237 for 3 over number 16. Good innings. And he's going to be joined by Imtiaz Abjal. Amazing batting from Richard. Good batting there from so earlier the captain in the 16th over. Cambridge Jaguars at 237 for 3, and definitely we're looking to post at least 275. 16 overs. The new batsman will be Imtiaz Abjal. So half centuries from all 3 batsmen. And that's a shot, and that's straight on for 4. 4 runs. Score moves on to 241 for 3 in over number 16. Imtiaz Abjal just a little push forward and gets 4. Big guy 6. That's 4 runs. Riaz at the crease. That's 241 and flicks down and gets a single. Might be some change in the batting order by the captain. 242 for 3 and 16 overs. Definitely we'll see some hitting. And that's beautifully played straight across. Square cut actually, and that's 4 runs, and the score moves to 246. Earlier, Chattagoon 56, Vijay Prashad 53, Richard Latif 78. If you're just joining us, Cambridge Jaguar takes on Apex Predators 2025 T20 CPSCL, and that's flicked down by Riaz for a single. 247. 247. And that's 16 overs completed. 16 overs completed. So Hebron Ryan Chattagoon caught for 56. Vijay Prashad Bowl 53. Richard Latif caught 78. Score remains now at 247 with his 17th over now in progress. 247 for 3. Trevor's going to be bowling to Riaz Kadir. 47. Jaguars. Big hit from Riaz. Moves the score to 253. That's a huge 6. And 250 up for Jaguars in the 16th over. 216 up. Just a flick of the wrist there from Riaz Kadir and went sailing over square leg for 6. Another 6, and that goes to big shot from Riaz. Score moves on to 259 in the 17th over in progress. 259. definitely. Jaguars would be looking for at least 280 or even more. We'll not put them out of them to look for 300. Actually, at 259 for 3 in 17. Comes into bowl, wrong the wicket to bowl to Kadir. And a big hit on that, 6 more. So score moves on to 265 for 3. Pretty windy, a little overcast. And that's played straight down to. You're gonna get one. It might run away for 4, and that's 4 runs. 4 runs. Score moves to 269, and it's raining 6s here actually. In progress and 269 for 3, the Cambridge Jaguars. And that's a back to the bowler. Six more, that's a big hit. 275 are up for Jaguars, and definitely Jaguars would be looking for 300 with Raul Scott to come, the debutant. Raul Scott opening his account there, debutant for Jaguars with a 6. Score moves on to 282 for 4 over number 18 in progress. Big hit, and that sails for another six. And definitely Jaguars would be looking for 300 here. 289 for 4 in the 18th over. I presume Tejram Nankishore will be the next batsman. 289 for 4 in 18. Definitely Jaguars would be looking for a 300 plus. Rawls Scott playing his first game for Jaguars. Already on 12 to massive 6. Six more. Score moves to 295. Rawls Scott only playing for Jaguars his first game with 3 deliveries already in 18. 295 for 4 in 18 overs. Definitely Jaguars is going to look for 300 plus. Little chilly day, overcast. And that's another 6 from Scott. And the 300 is up for Jaguars. 300 up for Jaguars. 300 up for Jaguars. 301 for 4. 301 for 4 in 18 overs. And Scott, just with 4 deliveries on debut, was already raised to 24. And that's a slow delivery and goes for 1. Score 302 for 4. 18 overs finish, the 19th. So with 12 balls remaining at 302 for 4, where would Jaguars end? And that's a big wide. Score moves on to 303 for 4 in over number 19. Big hit. And that is 6 runs. Another 6. Scott moves on to 31 and the score moves to 309. That's a 6. That's a 6. Jenna, that's a 6. That's a 6. So 309. And another 6. And this is sensational from the debutant. He moves to 37 and the score moves to 315 for 4. Scott moves to 37. And this is a big over, 315 for 4. Cambridge Jaguars in the 19th over. Rawls Scott already 37 in 5 deliveries. And that's another 6 from Scott. Score moves to 321. And Scott moves to 43. Scores 321 for 4 in a 19th over. And Jaguars definitely, with the way that Scott and Riaz is playing, they would definitely look for 350 here. 321 for 4. Scott's already on 43, the debutant. And that's flicked down the leg side and good delivery. $321 for 4. Oh, and that's might be signal a leg by. I don't know if. And Scott moves to 44. Score moves to 322. So this is going to be the final over. This is going to be the final over. Score 322 for 4. 322 for 4. Scott is on 44, and definitely we're looking to make his debutant 50 here. Scott just facing 8 deliveries and moved to 44. And and that's pulled down the gong for 4. Scott moves to 48. Scored 326 for 4. With 5 deliveries remaining, Jaguars are 326 for 4. Roll Scott 48. With just 9 deliveries, Scott facing 48. With 5 deliveries remaining. And that's a big hit, and that's 50 for all Scott. Good 50 for Scott. Moves to 54 from 10 deliveries, and the score moves to 332 for 4. With 4 deliveries remaining, 332 for 4. And Amar and that should be, and that would run away for 4 buys, I think. And would that be 4 buys? So the score moves to 336. And a big hit from Scott. And that takes the score to 342 as Scott moves on to 60. 342 for 4 with Roll Scott 60. And with Scott just facing 13 deliveries, he's already at 60. 342. With Jaguars make the 350 here. And that's a big hit, and that's lost. 348 for 4 in over number 20. It's raining sixes here. $66. Scott 348. And that's pulled on, and they're going to go for a single. Score moves to 349 with Scott moves to 67. And that's it. So 350. They would have Apex would have to make 350. Roll Scott 67, just off 14 deliveries. And we'll be back with the chase. And welcome back. Cambridge Jaguars earlier posting 345 for 4 in 20 overs. And it's steady. Nanki Shore is going to pick up the attack. And that's pulled around to cover for a single. Apex Predators opening their account with one in the first over. Over number one in progress, open by Tijram Nankishore. The score 7 without loss. That was a big hit, big six from Farouk. And three deliveries already in 346 to win. As Farouk comes into bow. Good delivery. Well kept by the captain Chatagoon. And Farouk just playing forward defensive and 7 without loss in over number one. Big hit and that's 6. That's gone for a big, big hit. Score moves to 13 without loss. Without loss, and that was a big hit by Farouk there for 6. Already 2 big sixes in this over. Bowled by Tejram Nankishore. And I think Amar might be taking up the second over. And that's pulled down and 13 without loss in the first over. And Amar Singh is gonna Amar would be bowling the second over Jaguars. 346 needed by Apex Predators. Cambridge Jaguars have never beat Apex Predators any format of this game for CPSCL. Looking for the first victory here. Apex would be looking for their first victory in the 2025 season. Jaguars already 10 points. Apex 0. Amar into bowl 2. They can that's pulled for a big 6. Score moves on to 19. 19 without loss in 7 deliveries. Apex definitely would be looking to Scores 20 without loss in over number two. And he's bowled. Amar Singh for Rook playing straight across. And they lost their first wicket 20 for 1. Apex 20 for 1. And this Jaden is gonna replace the batsman. 20 for 1 over number 2. Chasing 345 for 4 by Jaguars. And Jaden just pushing forward, defending. Long way to go for Apex. Good over so far from Amar. Amar bowled very well against Starboys. 2 overs. Initially 2 overs for 1 run, including a maiden. And that's hit for 6. That's a big hit. Score moves on to 26 for 1. And 26 for 1 after 2. For 1 after 2. Third over is gonna start by Tejram Nankishore. He's gonna be bowling to the left-handed Nick. And that's a big hit, and that's gone for 6. The score moves on to 32. Moves on to 32 for 1 in over number 3, and it's pulled down and fielded there by Leon Victor. He gets a single, moves on for 33. Over number 3 in progress here, bowled by Tejram Nankishore at 33 for 1. Amar picking up the first wicket. Good delivery. $33 for 1, chasing 346 posted by Jaguars earlier. And that's flicked, and that would be 4. That's a easy flick, and score moves to 37. 37 and flicked by Jaden there. It is. Jaguars over the few games shown bowling not up to par. Batting today did really impress, setting a record 345 for 4 in 20 overs. And that's flicked, and that's hit again for another 6, and the score moves on to 43 in the 4th over, 43 for 1 in the 4th over, and bowling over a few games have shown that Jaguars need to work a lot more in their bowling than their batting. When they have a solid batting, and that's just forward defensive. Score remains on 43 for 1 by Jaden. 43 for 1 after 3. Amar Singh is gonna come back on the fourth. Nick is gonna the left-handed Nick at 43 for one in three completed 40 is gonna start now. Chasing the Mama 345. And that's well bowled by Amar Singh. Well bowled by Amar Singh. Just pitching it and off the pads and went straight to third man, but well fielded there. Bowl him! And Amar picks up his second wicket at the score 43 for 2 in over number 4. And Amar, very impressive bowl over the years for the Jaguars, and the last game we have seen that, and today he has brought that over. 2 wickets already. And clean bowled. As Amir is going to join Jaden. Apex Predators 43 for 2, chasing 345 posted by Jaguars. A little chilly overcast. Not as windy as last week. Discussion there between Richard Latif, the captain, Hemnarain Chatgun, and Riaz Kadir. And fourth over. Earlier today. Rosalie Austin, well bowled by Amar earlier today. Chatagoon 56, Vijay 53, Riaz Kadir 50, 78 from Richard Latif, and the debutant Roll Scott 67 off 14 deliveries as Amar comes into bowl to Jaden. Score remains at 43 for 2, and well bowled Amar, well bowled. Kadir at long on. Leon at long off. Richard short cover. Zamar comes in and bowls too. And dropped by Nankishore. Straight into his hands and spills it. Score remains at 43 for 2. And Amit Arjun, short third man. Chattaguna the keeper. Vijay Prashad, mid wicket. And that's hit for 6. Straight over. Score moves to 49 for 2 in the completion of the 4th over. So Omar picking up the 2 wickets there. Pick up the bowlers. So the captain himself is going to take up the attack. He's going to be bowling to Jaden. Safraz Abjal will take the keeping position. Tejram Nankishore taking off for the 2 overs, but that's normal. As opening bowler, we just bowled 2 overs. Amar might be the same. Imtiaz Ajmal moves to fine leg. Amit remains at short third man. Amar fine leg. As the captain sets Vijay Prashad mid wicket. Riaz Kadir long on. Leon Victor short cover. As Chattagoon comes in to bowl to, and that signal a wide, and the 50 is up. 50 up for Apex. 50, this is the 5th over. As Chattagoon comes into bowl to Jaden and flicks it. Down to fine leg. Well fielded by Amar Singh. Back to the keeper. Score remains at 50 for 2. Um, as Chalagun comes in the ball to Jaden and he flicks that. That's a easy flick and that goes for 6. That's just a flick off the wrist and score 56 for 2 over number 5. Again. That was just a flick of the wrist and that was sailed over. Mid wicket for 6. 56 for 2 over number 6 in progress as Chatterton comes in to bowl to Jaden. And that should be signal a wide, was it? No, it just was not. It was just pitched in line, I presume. The score remains at 56 for 2 over number 6, bowled by Chattergood, and that's smash, and that's in the air, and that should be sailing over, and that's 4 runs. 60 for 2. That was in the air, but Leon was much more into cover. Sailed over. 60 for 2 over number 6. A smash. That's a big hit. That's a big hit. 66. And 66 in 6 overs. Chat's going a little discussion with Richard. 2 wickets fell. 66 for 2. Amar Singh taking both wickets. And this is over number 6 and 66 for 2 in over number 6. As Chatukuna is going to come into bowl to Jaden. The ball was retrieved by Vijay Prashad. Beautiful. Ball him! Outside off stump and it ball Jaden. 66 for 3 over number 6. Chattergoon picking up the 3rd wicket for Jaguars. Apex goes 66 for 3 as Trevor is gonna join. Akash is gonna Akash is gonna go in there. He's gonna at 66 for 3. Over number 6 completed. Chasing 345 posted by Cambridge Jaguars in 20 overs earlier. Chattergoon 56, Vijay Prashad 53, Richard Latif 78, Riaz Kadir 50, Raul Scott 67 off 14 deliveries. Vijay is gonna come out back to mid wicket at 66 for 3 over number 6. Tejram Nankishore comes out to long on. And it's going to be Richard Latif is going to take up the 7th over. At 7 overs. He's going to take up the 7th over. Teddy Nankishore with number 167 on his back. Plays for Cavalier in British Virgin Islands, higher score 167. And in comes Latif. Good delivery. Just a defense. That's 66 for 3 over number 7. Latif comes into bowl. And comes in again. And that's hit in the air. And Vijay Prashad, would he be able to take that? He takes it. And he's out. He's caught. It's 66 for 4. Latif picks up his 1st wicket. It's 66 for 4 Apex here. Chasing 345. 4. Over number 7 in progress. Jaguars well on top here. So getting a little chilly here. As Latif comes into bowl, plays down to long on to Victor, and one run to 67 for 4 over number 7. And that's hit in the air, and that's gone for 6. That sails over the Tedram Nankishore's head, and that's gone. Score moves on to 73 for 4 in over number 7. Over number 6 in progress. Ball by Latif. 73 for 4. Oh, beautiful delivery outside the off stump. And the captain himself will be taking up the attack on. He's going to be bowling to Trevor. And that's over number 7 in progress at 74 for 3. 73 for 4. And in bowl. Oh, beautiful delivery, and that's played wide down, and that should be 4 byes. So moves to 7 for 4 over number 7. Two spectators, Darindat Boise and Ganauri, looking on to the game. Pitch outside the off stump, a wide, it goes to 78 for 4. 78 and 4 runs. So the score moves to 81. So 82. Score moves to 82 for 4. Over number 7, 82 for 4. Earlier fireworks from Ral Scott, 14 deliveries, 67 runs, not out. As Chattagoon comes into bowl to Trevor, and he smashed that for 6. Big 6. Score. $88 for 4 over number 8, and getting a little chilly, overcast conditions. 88 for 4 over number 8, chasing 345, posted by Jaguars earlier. Amar picking up 2 wickets. Latif 1, Chattagoon 1. And that's run down. That moves to 89. 89 over number 8 in progress. 8 in progress. 89 for 4. Chasing 345. Chattagoon in. And that's in the air, and that should be taken by Victor. And he takes it, and it goes to 89 for 5. Leon Victor on long off. 89 for 5. 89 for 5 in over number 8 as Alvin is going to join Trevor. And 89 for 5. Earlier today, Chattanooga 56, Vijay Prashad 53, Richard Latif 78, Riaz Kadir 50, Raul Scott 67, a magnificent, an aggressive 67 off just 14 deliveries. Chattanooga 8 over in progress, 89 for 5. No, just forward defensive. End of the 8 over Apex Predators, 89 for 5. 89 for 5 after 8. Chasing 345. Latif is going to take up the ninth over. Richard is going to be taking up the ninth over here. And he's going to be bowling to good delivery. Yorker length. Brilliantly fielded by Chattanooga there. Good bowling here. Latif comes in. The bowl to Trevor. Bowl him! And Latif takes his second wicket. That's 89 for 6. 89 for 6. Chasing. So 89 for 5. 89 for 5 in 9. So 89 for 5. Good bowling here from Richard. Keeping in the off stump, turn it. 89 for 5. Oh, very well bowled. No runs. Jaguars early opposing 345. Very well bowled, Richard. Very impressive with the ball. Did well with the bat earlier, 78. And that's pulled away through mid wicket for 4. Score goes to 93 for 5. As that's in the air, and Latif comes around. He takes the catch and he spills it. Spills it. Score remains on 93. Score remains on 93 for 5. And pulled down to mid wicket for 4. Score moves to 97. And that's a big hit, 103 The 100 is up for Apex. 103 for 5. 103 for 5, chasing 345, posted by Cambridge Jaguars earlier. 103 for 5. Chattergoon comes into bowl to Trevor. Oh. Outside the off stump, played it, but straight to the keeper actually. Chattergoon comes in. Good delivery. And 103 for 5 remains. Apex Predators, 103 for 5, chasing on 345. That's big hit, and that's 6. Score moves to 109. And 109 for 5. And Richard is gonna coming back to the attack. Outside the off stump, that's wide, 110 for 5. And 110 for 5. Oh, beautiful delivery. Have some spectators. That's goes to 111. Single. That flicked down straight to mid wicket. Well fielded by Vijay Prashad. And well backed up there by Amit Arjun. And score moves to 112 for 5. Richard in. Good delivery. Good delivery. Richard looking very impressive with the ball. Did it earlier with the bat. Score remains at 112 for 5. Chattergoon. And score 112. And that's in the air. And Chattergoon coming back with a very, very good over here. Chattergoon is 4th over. And that's play down to fine leg for 4. Score moves to 116. Yeah, this definitely is the 11th over ball. Back. Chattergoon coming in with a very, very good over. Score remains 116. This is the 11th over ball. And straight through. Straight through him. Missing the stumps by So the score is 116 for 5. So this is going to be the 12th over. Ball by Richard Latif. 12 overs, 116 for 5. Down to Raul Scott there. The 12th over. Ball by Latif. A ball him! Latif's third wicket. 116. 116 for 6. So 116 for 6. The 12th over is being bowled right now by Latif. Latif picking up his third wicket here. This is fourth over for Latif. Looking very impressive with the ball, actually. A 116 for 6. 116 for 5, sorry. That's played down to cover. Score moves to 117. 117 for 5. Over number 12 in progress. Chasing 345. Latif searching for another wicket there. That's over there. 12 overs completed. Thirteen over in progress, taken by Tejram Nankishore, 120. And that's in the air, and Tejram Nankishore takes another wicket, 120. Jaguars looking for a victory here. 120 over number 13 in progress. Ball by Tejram picking up his first wicket. 120 chasing 345. Tejram with his third over. That's hit straight. Well fielded by Victor there. That's one run. 121. That's pulled down to a final leg, and well fielded score moves to 122. Over number 13. A little chilly now. Little voltage Ram Nan Kishore. Outside off stump and just through the batsman. Just defense. 122. And that's over. Over number 13 completed here. 122. Dead ball signal by the umpire there. And in come Safraz, takes up a good ball. Safraz just pitching it right. Safraz Abjal. And comes in the ball. Got dropped by the captain Chataguna the wicket. And 14th over in progress, 122. Just well bowled by Safraz. Very impressive with the ball. Didn't get a chance to bat today. And that's a wide. Score moves to 123. Hit straight. And Riaz takes the catch. 123. And Safraz picks up his wicket. And that's it. 123 all out by Apex Predators, chasing 345. Posted by Jaguars, and amazing game here by the Cambridge Jaguars. First victory for Jaguars. First victory for Jaguars against Apex. 10 points for Cambridge Jaguars. Until next week, Cambridge Jaguars takes on Borbies on Saturday with a T10 and 100 ball rapid hundreds semi-finals, and until next week.